2 Point Studios are a British group of video game developers, and they have made some sensational games, such as 2 Point Hospital, 2 Point Campus, and more recently, 2 Point Museum. Their games are business simulation games, allowing the player to create their own buildings and run a business on whatever the game is about. For example, in 2 Point Hospital, you must create a functioning hospital and do admin work to keep everything running. You are awarded with coins, which in turn allows you to create bigger and better hospitals. This is the same for all of their games. They are tycoons in a sense. In this video, I'm going to be discussing the history of 2 Point Studios, their games, and what I think the future 2 Point games will be. Like I've explained in the intro, 2 Point Studios is a game studio based in Farnham, and it was founded on the 26th of July 2016 by 3 men named Ben Hymers, Mark Webley, and Gary Carr. Carr and Webley had actually worked on a game very similar to the games that the studio would go on to produce, and the name of the game is Theme Hospital, but we'll get back to that in a second. In May of 2019, the game studio was acquired by Sega and is now under their lead. They would work hard and go on to announce their first game in January 2018, a game by the name of 2 Point Hospital. This game was released for PC on the 30th of August 2018 and received positive reception. The game was one of the most downloaded games in Europe within weeks of its release, and people loved how it paid such a big tribute to Theme Hospital, a cult classic released in 1998 with the same premise as 2 Point Hospital. The gameplay involves creating a hospital with all the right utilities and managing that hospital to ensure everything runs smoothly. This game focuses on being humorous, as the developers stated that they wanted the game to be light-hearted, even though people can literally die and then run around as ghosts terrorizing the patients. The game was so successful that 2 years later in 2020, it was released on consoles to the same positive reception. When it came to developing the game, their first attempt was ER Tycoon, which was cancelled because they could not find a publisher for the game. After postponing their ambition of continuing the Theme Hospital series for around 20 years, they founded 2 Point Studios in 2016 to follow up on Theme Hospital with this game, 2 Point Hospital. It's speculated that the game had over 2 million sales when it was released, due to its addictive nature. It's even so addictive that you might forget to make dinner or even go shopping for your family. But anyways, due to the popularity of this game, a sequel was bound to be released. On August 9th, 2022, 2 Point Campus was released on all platforms, and it is basically the same thing as Hospital, but just a university campus instead. The player must build a university and manage the students, as well as appointing staff to help. Unlike Hospital, this game actually has a time-based system, where 20 real-life minutes equals 1 in-game year, and after a few in-game years, students will leave and the university will have a new set of students. This feature alone keeps the game fresh and fun. Along with this, the students have different personalities and traits, which make this game fall into the same sort of category of stuff like The Sims. This game was first announced on June 10th, 2021, but it was actually leaked 10 days before that. Once again, this game was a great success. It was the second best-selling boxed game in the UK in its week of release, only behind a game named Horizon Forbidden West. By September 2022, the game had attracted more than 1 million players across all platforms, another successful game from 2 Point. But surely they wouldn't do it again. 2 Point Museum was released on March 4th, 2025, and it is literally the same game as the others, just a museum. I really don't know how the fans are eating this repetitiveness up, but this game alone has actually caused some people to go out and buy PS5s or Nintendo Switch 2s. But not with their money, of course, with their 70-year-old pensioner mother's money. Anyways, it's the same game, yeah. For the future of 2 Point games, I believe that they will just keep reusing the same formula, but for different environments. 2 Point Restaurant, 2 Point Prison, 2 Point Airport, 2 Point Movie Theatre, 2 Point Leisure Centre, 2 Point Train Station, 2 Point Office, 2 Point Supermarket. I could just keep going. Well, they have something good going on and they're making absolutely millions from it, so who am I to complain? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.